And we are live. Welcome to Car Con Carne. I'm James Van Osdol, and this right here, this is the 167th episode of 2021. It's also the final episode of 2021. And after a pandemic-length stretch where I was recording from home for hundreds of episodes, Car Con Carne is, in fact, back in the car on a weekly basis. All the car-based episodes recently, moving forward, will be at Buona locations throughout the city and the suburbs. I just had the Italian beefless when I was in Countryside with Daryl from the Boll Weevils earlier this week. You could try that, or the classic Italian beef, or anything off Buona's varied and fabulous menu for 10% off. 10% off your mobile or online order. It's true. Just use my promo code. I've got a promo code, which means the podcast is legit. I have a promo code. It is Carne 10, CARNE 10. It's that simple. And try to leave some room for rainbow cone cake for dessert. It's the Chicago way. Touched by Ghoul is one of Chicago's more celebrated, independent bands, and they recently delivered their much delayed and anticipated second album, Cancel the World. I'm joined by 50% of the band. The 50% that I'm really excited about, Angela and Andrea, are here. I'm going to bring them on screen. Here we are. Hi. So I'm not going to bury the lead about Touched by Ghoul. Tomorrow night at Liars Club, it is Touched by Ghoul headlining and New Year's Eve, welcoming 2022.
That's right.
How does it feel to get back out there New Year's Eve? Here we go. This is a big show, new album. Are you nervous, or are you just pumped to get out there?
A little bit of both. I mean, I'm always nervous before we play, but I think mostly I'm just excited to play a show again. This will be our first one back since
2019 Halloween
at Liars Club 2019 was our last show, and this New Year's Eve 2022
I think you should just stick to doing shows on holidays from now on.
So we're a very festive kind of group, you know.
Yeah.
Do a Valentine's thing, St. Patrick's Day, no brainer.
Sweetest Day.
Sure. Arbor Day.
Bastille Day.
Flag Day.
Yes, exactly. You've got it down. So this new album, it's fantastic. And I mentioned long awaited, much anticipated, Cancel the World. It's been 5 years since we got this one.
Hey,
look at that.
Look at that. Okay. Since we're talking about it, I love this record.
Hey, thanks.
The last album.
Some little purple swirl. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty.
That's neat.
Fancy.
I love putting this on. But this album right here, I mean, people love this. This Murder Circus in 2016. The Reader recently-ish named it one of the best Chicago albums of the last decade. No pressure heading into the second album.
Totally.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure. But it's been 5 years. You recorded the basic tracks for Cancel the World 2 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. 2019 in the late summer, we recorded it at Electrical and then mixed it
like in January.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to come out, I think, in like March of 2020 or spring of 2020.
Yeah.
And we all know what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your relationship like with these new songs now? I mean, these songs were written so long ago and laid down. Have you already artistically moved past that? Are you thinking about the next thing, or are you kind of dropping anchor with this set of music?
Something that I realized was actually this cool thing that I've never gotten to do with a record before is like having recorded it 2 years ago and then like not getting to, you're in this like process of like writing these songs. You're so like, you know, immersed in them, then you're recording them, then you're listening to it back over and over again. Next thing record comes out, you're playing shows constantly. Like, you know, you are like in these songs. But what happened with this is like we recorded it never came out. Everything was like on ice for 2 years, and I actually hadn't really like, you know, at that point it was just like, oh man, like this, what's happening, like we're never gonna get to play these songs again. I hadn't really listened to the record in like 2 years, and so I got to actually like revisit it with these almost as if like I was a person who hadn't heard it before. I got like to listen to it with fresh ears, and I was like, oh, it's interesting to listen to these songs like almost as an outsider.
Yeah. And we didn't have that thing where like, because a lot of the songs, I'd say maybe like, I don't know, a quarter of the songs we kind of like finished up writing like right before we went into the studio. And usually what would happen is like, then you play them out a bunch of times and you listen back to how you recorded them. You're like, this isn't how it goes. But now it was like, it was recorded and it's like, we've like a handful of them we have never even played live. So it's like kind of like relearning them, and like you don't have that sort of fatigue or like desire to change it up all the time or like edit it a bunch or like play it 3 times as fast as you recorded it.
Yeah. They're like new again, which is awesome. It's fun to play new songs.
Yeah.
I totally get it. And we are recording a podcast, but we're doing that over video. For people listening, they won't see what I'm seeing, but are you sitting on the floor as you're talking to me?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a strange angle. Okay.
It is kind of. Is it weird? We're like,
yeah, do we look weird?
No, you don't look weird. I'm just trying to figure. I'm like, are they really small? With like, the door looks so big. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we're sitting on the floor at our practice space.
I love it. So I was looking at your Instagram, and I watched with the same amount of joy and excitement as you had watching your new record get made.
Yeah.
At Smash Plastic. That's a cool process, isn't it?
Yeah.
So cool.
It was awesome. Smash Plastic, Chicago pressing plant. They gave us a tour. They let us see that get made. It's wild.
A lot of moving parts that it was really, really cool that they like allowed us to come in and check it out. Quite a piece of machinery they got over there.
You got the listening room to listen to the test pressing.
Mm-hmm.
I love that facility. I love what those guys do for sure. All right, so let's talk about the second album, Cancel the World. Right out of the gate, Better Than Me. It seems like that song had to be the lead song on the album. It had to be the first song you put out into the universe.
Totally.
Yeah. You get a lot done in less than 3 minutes on this one.
Yeah, it's got a nice narrative for sure. Yeah, that was one like that we were like kind of just like reworking a lot, and I don't know. It's
I think we changed it up like the night before we went into the studio to record it.
You changed the song. What did you do differently?
I don't even remember.
It was the very end. We switched the like last chorus, or as the bass player, it's kind of his baby, Alex's baby. He was like, no, it's got to go like this. It's got to go like this. Like he was like constantly changing it up. But like, I think it was the last chorus. We call it the chorus. He calls it the verse, but it's the chorus. We just switched the chords around. So yeah.
Yeah.
There's a super cool breakdown on this song. And that's something I think your band does exceptionally well. There's a great breakdown on this. And also on Suicide Space Camp, there's another breakdown that I just adore.
I love that song too. Thank you.
That one was, yeah.
Because on Suicide Space Camp, it almost like breaks into a gallop.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah,
chukkas.
The chukka chukkas. That one, it almost becomes like a new song in that breakdown.
Yeah.
If you listen to that chunk just separated from everything, you might not even know that it's like the same song.
Yeah, it definitely kind of takes a little.
I kind of like that about it.
Yeah.
And it just kind of rebuilds the momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. I love that song. I think the outlier on the new album, again, the new album, it's available now. You can listen to it, get it. It's Cancel the World. The outlier on the album, I think, is Lost at the Costco.
Yes.
One of these things is not like the others. I mean, this is a dreamy acoustic sort of song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's our softer side. I don't know, like the way it kind of started was okay. I don't know. Should we talk about that?
Yeah. So there's this organization called Sing Me a Story, and kids submit like song ideas, basically, or like lyrics or words or a story, basically. And then they contact bands to maybe like write a song inspired by that. So we had chosen this song called Lost at Costco.
Lost at Costco.
Well, it was a story. And we wrote the song inspired by this child's story. And we were supposed to like go and record it with the Sing Me a Story organization, but like for whatever reason, like that.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. But we, but we liked our song so much that we were like, let's put it on the record.
Yeah. Since it is a mostly acoustic, very stripped down song, how different is it on album from the way it was written? Or was this a pretty quick and easy translation for you to record?
I think, well, it started out acoustic, and then I think that we fleshed it out.
Yeah. It was like the guitar part was like Alex kind of just had for a long time, and then we sort of fit the Costco narrative into it. But yeah, like we kind of went down some wormholes, like adding all this MIDI stuff. It sounded very French at one point. There was like accordion synths, and then it was like we kept stripping it back down, and we're like, this is definitely better.
There were actually like tons of piano tracks. Alex is an amazing piano player, and so there were just like hundreds of like piano tracks using a grand piano at Electrical Audio, but I think we took all those out too.
I think really the thing that's and then did like live drums too, but it was just like the thing that it was just the acoustic. I mean, added a 12 string, and then
that one it was fun to arrange and like get in there and put 100 tracks on it and then take it all away.
We're like, wow, we just wasted like
3 days.
Definitely kind of but you know, sometimes you just got to go there and then go back.
Suddenly you're Radiohead doing all kinds of esoteric experimentation with sounds and instruments, and here you are. Touched by Ghoul.
Compared to Radiohead all the time.
Totally.
So if you're looking for a groove on the new album, the title track has a big monster groove, Cancel the World. I think it's probably my favorite song on the album.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
Tell me where that song came from.
Ooh.
Okay, I guess it kind of, like the whole concept and the whole thing of Cancel the World was sort of just it was like a, what do you call it?
So it was
colloquialism.
It was just kind of this expression we made up initially, way before any of this started. Probably
way before even cancel culture was a thing.
Predating cancel culture even. Just like cancel the world kind of meant like bucket, you know, like an exclamation.
Like like I'm so hungover, cancel the world. Like, or like I broke a nail, cancel the world. Like this kind of dramatic, like
over dramatic, like
and then we kind of at one point we're like, and then it's gonna be a musical. We had this whole idea of like, you know, there's gonna be a boys choir that comes out at the end that's like, cancel the world.
The good chorus, a gospel choir.
I love the ambition. I mean, I love how big you think.
Oh yeah,
as a band.
We think really big, and then we're like, okay, we got to actually write a song. So
but by the way, my drink is getting warm. Cancel the world.
Exactly.
There you go. Perfect use of it.
Cancel it.
These headphones are getting warm around my ears. Cancel the world.
Cancel the world.
Cancel the world.
I'm following this.
I can't breath in this mask. Cancel the world.
And then there's Yacht Problems.
Ah,
kind of scary. Marry me, tell me you love me. Marry me, tell me you love me.
mhm.
Little disconcerting. Like, what is there a personal story here? Is there?
Well, I'm going to say that that part that you're talking about is actually comes from, it's a response to Meatloaf.
Like Paradise by the Dashboard Light?
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep on it.
From the classic Bat Out of Hell album. Who doesn't love that?
It kind of like doesn't, I mean, it sort of makes sense with the rest of the song, but just like not so much, if you can cram it together, but like it just like
In my wildest dreams, I never would have expected this to be a response to Meatloaf. Never.
Little Easter egg.
Yeah.
For everybody watching.
Yep.
This is revelation.
Yeah, Problems is actually my personal favorite song on the album. And my bandmates just don't feel the same. But
is that why it's buried at the end?
I'm coming around to it. I don't know. It was just like, it was kind of one of the first, it's like one of the oldest songs on the record. And it was one of those, like, we're like, let's do that one first. It's going to be really easy. We're going to nail it. And it just was like, just had a really hard time with it. And I was like, this one's kind of we're going to bury this one. And then it's really, I'm coming back around to it. It's really fun to play too. You get to scream my head off. And like, I don't know, whenever I do the like, marry me, tell me you love me, I'm always like imagining myself like putting lipstick like all over my face, like, just, I don't know.
Let me sleep on it. And the album, you put a ribbon on the album with Cancel the World Redux, which is lovely. Absolutely lovely.
Yeah. I kind of just whipped that one. I don't know. We were like, we need a little, I don't know.
That's like a roll credits song on the album.
Totally.
Yeah. And I think that also came from our original musical idea.
That makes sense.
Having this ending that was like, almost like, I guess it didn't really turn out like a sing-along, but just this kind of like everybody like, cancel the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
the sentiment sort of behind it is like kind of to tie it together as like, it's, I don't know, like, not, this whole thing is not like a pissed off thing, it's like, yeah, everything's totally fucked seeming, but it's like, that's why it hurts, is because you like love it so much, like the whole world and all how fucked up it is, it's just kind of like that whole beautiful sad mess is sort of like, just want to be like, still love you, cancel the world.
Yeah, really tugs at the heartstrings.
Mm-hmm.
And the interview is winding down. Cancel the world. Tomorrow night, Liars Club, which, by the way, if you're going to look for something to do on New Year's Eve, this is the best way to make plans. Headline a show. Takes all the pressure off of New Year's.
Exactly.
That's how you ring in the new year. It's you at Liars Club. Lollygaggers playing too, right? Love them. Boy Brain?
No.
Oh, okay. I knew there was a lineup change. I couldn't remember who came and who went.
Heat Death,
and
is it La Drone or
La Drone? Yeah. Oh yeah, they rock.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, so that's a fun night.
It's gonna be fun. It's a Liars Club. It's bound to be fun.
Bound to be fun. A night to hopefully remember. So, all right. So we can see you tomorrow night, New Year's Eve, if you're looking for something to do. There's no more wholesome place to be on earth than Liars Club on Fullerton. You can see Touched by Ghoul. The new Touched by Ghoul is Cancel the World. And I believe it's customary in your country when saying goodbye to say au revoir, farewell, long gone, come see, come sa, so long.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Fuck off. You're gone, long gone. Adios.
Adios.
Touched by Ghoul. Stay right there. We're going to kill the live stream. Thank you for watching and listening.